قال صوابا ذلك اليوم الحق فمن شاء اتخذ إلى ربه مآبا إنا أنذرناكم عذابا قريبا يوم ينظر المرء ما قدمت يداه ويقول الكافر يا ليتني كنت ترابا.
We have limited time, so go ahead, inshallah.
Inshallah, okay.
Start with the first.
We're just finishing up Surah Al-Amma, inshallah, Surah Al-Naba, and we just finished the part where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was talking about the punishment of the people on the Day of Judgment of the kuffar. And now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala begins talking about the believers when He says, إِنَّ لِلْمُتَّقِينَ مَفَازًا. Indeed, for those with taqwa, there will be success. And success, of course, is saving, Allah saving you from the hellfire and allowing you to enter into paradise. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says it's for the muttaqeen. He doesn't just necessarily say for the Muslims or for the believers. Of course, everybody will enter, but here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving special emphasis for the muttaqeen. And those with taqwa, the difference between taqwa and fear, I heard somebody put it very clearly to make it easy for anyone to understand. That fear in Arabic is khawf, right? This is something that you feel, like if somebody comes and puts a gun to your head, you feel fear. If he asks you, for example, give me all your money, a guy in the middle of the alleyway, puts a gun to your head and says, give me all your money, most people would feel fear. Now taqwa, that's not taqwa. Taqwa is the way you handle yourself in that situation. Most people in that situation, they won't make sudden movements, they won't get loud, they won't be aggressive. They'll move very slowly when they get their wallet. They'll speak very nicely to the guy. Most people will avoid eye contact. They'll be very conscious of all their movements because they're in that state of fear. And that's exactly what taqwa is. Taqwa is when you live your life and the actions that you take are because of the fear that you have of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So you don't go near the limits or crossing the limits that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has set for you. The same way a person who's under a gun won't act cocky or arrogant or do things and he knows the person holding the gun won't like. And this is exactly what taqwa is. So taqwa is the result, is the feeling of fear that results in you taking action. And Allah says for these people, حَدَائِقَ وَأَعْنَابًا, which means gardens and graveyards. In heaven, of course. And a hadika in Arabic is a garden with a very tall fence. So it's exclusively just for you. And Allah also says there's going to be graveyards in your garden. Because we know that's one of the most beautiful things that people have in gardens. You know, especially in the Mediterranean, when they have the grapevines around the garden. It's very beautiful. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us this is what you're going to have in your garden in heaven. Well, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَكَوَاعِبَ أَتْرَابًا, which means, and gorgeous companions of an equal age. Jazakallah khair. They're going to be equal ages. The word used here is kawa'ib. Allah is referring to the hur al-ain, but He gives them different names throughout the Quran. But the word kawa'ib is the plural of the word ka'iba, which means a very gorgeous woman. And it also means a woman who is developed. You know what I mean? I think everybody here knows developed meaning she has firm breasts, or round breasts. And this is the description of them. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us this. These are the type of women that people will have in Jannah. They'll be extremely gorgeous. In all ways. Their faces, their bodies, everything about them will be 100% gorgeous. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us this because we live in a world, of course, where women are made to look a certain way. They're revealing body parts all day long, no matter whether you work in the city or you go to school. You're seeing them all the time, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying this is absolutely nothing compared to what He's going to give you in paradise. Allah, Prophet ﷺ even told us that the scarf alone of a woman of paradise, the hur al-ain, the scarf, just by the scarf by itself, is worth more than this world and everything in it. Just the scarf, the hijab that she wears around her head, or the scarf that she wears around her neck, is worth more than this whole world and everything in it. Imagine her herself. And Allah also says, atraba, they're going to be equal ages to their husbands. She doesn't have to be 10 years younger, 20 years older. She's going to be perfectly the same age, equal companions. He's going to get them. Okay.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله